Mulroy expecting Martin to change his plea deal on the state charges, which Martin's attorney implied as well. If he does not change his plea, Emmitt Martin III's trial will be severed from the other officers, so it will be separate. Let's take a live look right now at the actual courtroom as, again, they're getting ready to reseat the jury. You're taking a live look right now. We are not ready to listen in on the verdict. We're just giving you an idea of what it looks like in the courtroom right now. The courtroom, we did get official word that the verdict is in, so we will be waiting until that jury is set, till everybody is back in the courtroom. And when they are ready to read that verdict, then we will go right back to that courtroom live. Let's get you caught up on the timeline of events, though, just so you're on the same page with everything that's happened at this point. Unlike last year's federal proceedings, this state trial allows for cameras in the courtroom capturing the emotions and faces from Tyre Nichols' mother, the former officers, and jury members. Over the past week, we've heard countless hours of testimony and saw gut-wrenching testimony, as well as renderings of the fatal traffic stop on both sides as they presented their cases. We're going to go ahead and get off here right now, but let you know we'll be breaking back in at 2 o'clock. We're going to break in at 2 o'clock to get you prepared for the verdict to be read. Again, this was just a quick update to let you know that that verdict is in, and we will be covering it live starting at 2 o'clock, so we'll go back to the courtroom for that. All right, now the state trial began Monday, April the 28th, with opening statements from both the defense and prosecution, as well as a powerful statement from Rowan Wells, which is Tyre's mother, who once again had to sit face-to-face with ex-MPD officers accused of killing her son. I do want to bring in ABC 24's Leah Williams during this point in time. She's been covering the case for us as well. And Leah joining us now in the newsroom, in the studio as well, from our main video wall, with more on the timeline of what we've seen. Let's talk about day 2, Leah, kind of what happened then.
Day 2, we saw ex-MPD officer Desmond Mills testify against his former co-workers Haley, Smith, and Bean. Now, this was much quicker than he gave testimony in the federal trial. The former cop recalled moments leading up to Tyre's beating and what transpired afterwards. Now, it's important to bring up that Mills did plead guilty in the federal trial last year, as well as this month's state trial. Now, day 3 of that state trial brought several unexpected developments. The prosecution called 3 witnesses to the stand, including Special Agent Derek Miller, who's from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. They also brought in Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Marco Ross. Now, this is who performed Tyre's autopsy. Ross laid out the impact of the beating. He said Tyre suffered a deep brain hemorrhages plus injuries of the brain, usually seen in car crashes or in high falls, plus widespread trauma across his body. Now, shortly after the prosecution rested its case, the defense brought their own witnesses, the first of which included a victim of a car wreck and a TBI case agent whose name was Charles Baker. Much of the questioning did focus, though, on Tyre's car. Powerful testimony unfolded on day 4. Witnesses shared insight about the officers and Tyre's final days in the hospital. Several witnesses took the stand then as well, many of them describing the character of the ex-officers and former Scorpion unit members. From pastors to medical staff, several officers on day 4 did take the stand, trying to paint a clearer picture of who the men were to their community and their colleagues. Now, after the prosecution rested their case, the defense continued calling witnesses, including forensic pathologist Dr. Jane Turner. Now, Dr. Jane Turner is who outlined Tyre's diagnoses after his beating. Also in day 5 of this state trial, we began hearing from a forensic consultant, Samantha Spencer, who testified about DNA evidence and blood found on Haley and ex-officer Emmitt Martin's boots. Attorneys spent a lot of that day reviewing that body camera footage from the night Tyre Nichols was beaten, and his family did leave the courtroom while that video was playing. They reviewed that with some former law enforcement. But we're going to take a minute to hear from the jury.
All right, Leah, let me go ahead and take this back from you here for a second as we reset. We're going to reset everything really quick and kind of give you an idea of where we're at and what's going on. The jury is being seated here in just the next couple of seconds. We are going to go live back into that courtroom. We do want to let you know that we are breaking into your normal programming as well so that we can get you aware of the breaking news happening right now. And that breaking news is that the verdict is in. in the trial against 3 former MPD officers accused in the death of Tyre Nichols. It's been several days of the trial, several days of testimony, and this was our second day of jury deliberations. Now, the jury has come back with a verdict. We do not know that verdict yet. We are waiting to hear from officials. We did get the word that the jury was in, so we wanted to break in right now to let you know about this breaking news that's happening. Again, we've been on 24 Plus. We've been on 24 Plus, but now we wanted to break into normal programming. So again, we are breaking into your normal programming right now for the breaking news that's happening across the city, and that is the fact that the verdict is in the case in Tyre Nichols' death of the 3 former MPD officers accused of his death. Again, we have been covering this for days since the beginning of the trial. We will continue to cover this as that information comes out. We will have live looks at the courtroom. Let's get you caught up again on what we're covering. Tadarrius Bean, Justin Smith, Demetrius Haley, all facing several charges stemming from that deadly traffic stop on January the 7th, 2023. Each man charged with second-degree murder, assault, kidnapping, official misconduct, and oppression. It's important to note that there are several other charges that go along. There are minor charges underneath those main charges. So it has taken the jury a while to go through all those extensive charges to see exactly what the other counts might be if they're not found guilty of one of the main charges. Okay. I believe we're going to go to the courtroom now at this point in time. No. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with a little bit more. All right, thank you for joining us on this breaking news update. I'm Ruben Diaz. We've been breaking into our 24 Plus stream, but now we're breaking into our ABC 24 regular programming to give you the breaking news that the verdict is in the state trial of 3 former MPD officers in the beating death of Tyre Nichols. Now, we've been covering this case from beginning till right now, which seems to be the end, as we've gotten word that the jury has reached a verdict. We have not heard that verdict yet. The jury is being seated. The courtroom is being seated. We want to take a live look at the courtroom here in just a second and give you an idea of what it looks like there. This is a live look in the courtroom now. We want to stop what we're doing and let you hear what's happening in the courtroom right now.
Yes. Yes. All right. Polling the jury. The court will read the verdict as follows. In indictment 2300241, State of Tennessee versus Tadarrius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith. If counsel would like to stand with their clients. The verdicts read as follows. Count 1, second-degree murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justice Smith, not guilty. Count 2. Aggravated assault, acting in concert. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 3. Aggravated kidnapping with bodily injury. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 4. Aggravated kidnapping with a deadly weapon. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 4. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 5, official misconduct, unauthorized exercise of official authority. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 5, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 5, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 6, official misconduct, refraining from performing a duty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. Count 7, official oppression. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tadarrius Bean, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. All verdict forms have been signed by the foreperson. Attorneys, you can have a seat with your clients. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have performed your duty. We appreciate the time and attention that you all have given to this case. We will now excuse you all from the court.
Oh, there you go. You have the information that we just heard live from the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to watch no more of this shit. I called this shit and I tried to tell people this shit and didn't nobody want to listen to me. Nobody. Y'all want to tell me this shit ain't corrupt? Y'all want to tell me that shit was justified? Out of 5 officers, we got 2 that pled guilty. And that's peek of what the fuck did I tell you in the beginning of this trial? What did I tell you? Go back to your text messages. What did I tell you? I said, because those 2 already pled, these 3 are getting off on murder because there was a motherfucking deal made behind closed doors with these attorneys. I keep trying to give folks the game. They don't want to listen to me. Now y'all see it with your own eyes. When it comes to law enforcement, these motherfuckers is untouchable. You not fucking with them. Period. They can go out here and kill any motherfucking body they want to, and it's justified. No, they're not safe tonight. I pray for fucking Memphis because, like I said yesterday, they already said if it comes back not guilty, which tonight is finna be hell. So I pray to God Memphians are prepared for this shit and y'all asses go home tonight and not be in these streets because they already said they tearing this motherfucking city up. And I can't even be mad at them. I'm going to be honest. I can't. I sat here and me and Pika had this conversation yesterday, and I told her before this trial, I said a backdoor deal was made. These 3 is not going to get convicted. No, that's not. These 3 is not going to get convicted because 2 already pled guilty, and they're facing a maximum of 15 years. So those 2 were sailed out. They were shipped out. People out Chattanooga, no, Chattanooga's all motherfucking white. No offense, because I'm half white, so don't take offense to it. Shit, I'm half white. But Chattanooga is a completely different demographic than Memphis. Memphis is the only city in Tennessee that has a population of 56% black. We're the only Democratic-led city in Tennessee. You wasn't going to get no motherfucking fair jury. You wasn't going to get no fair trial. Not in the state of Tennessee. Folks thought they were going to get hung out because they're black officers. No. There's a thin blue line, and it's us versus them. It don't matter what fucking color they are. And this should show y'all asses. This should show y'all. I feel so bad for his mom. His mama just had to sit here and listen to this. His brothers, his sister, his stepdaddy, and his child is going to have to hear this shit one day. Paul, I hope you're proud of yourself. Melanie, Tanisha, y'all put up a damn good fight. I appreciate y'all. But Paul, fuck you. Fuck you. I knew this shit was going to happen. I knew it. I've been saying it. These folks going to get away with fucking murder. And y'all just witnessed it with your own eyes. Y'all witnessed the videos. Y'all saw it. Some of y'all sat through this shit 9 days with me and watched this shit. Listen to this shit. Listen to body cam. Watch the sky cam. But this is justified. Oh, yeah. All I can do is pray for Memphis. That's it. I do. I know a lot of y'all don't, but I do. I know a lot of people think my conspiracy-minded ass, and I half the time I'm just, no, the shit I be telling y'all, that should be real. I know for a fact half of these lawyers be playing motherfucking golf with these judges on the weekend. Y'all know that? Or be at the country club smoking cigars, sipping the finest yak. If you think a backroom deal wasn't made with this shit because 2 of them had already pled to the feds and they're finna take the brunt of it, especially Haley bitch ass. If somebody catch that man in the streets, I pray for him. No, why would they? 2 of them had already played. Why would they? 2 of them had already pled guilty. And that's what I was afraid of. Because 2 of them is finna take the brunt of the sentencing. So what we need all 5 of them to go down for if 2 of them already pled guilty? I knew. Deep down, I knew. And people, no, keep the hope. No, I'm a fucking realist. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that bullshit. I'm just not. I knew when they signed that deal with the feds that, and I guarantee the two that pled, because the ones that was here with me in the beginning when y'all heard that Mills and the other one, Martin, pled. Now, Martin is locked up. Martin is locked up for stalking his baby mama and basically telling her that he was going to kill her and her new boyfriend. He's locked up for violating his bond. But how much you want to bet? Because it was said at the beginning of this trial, the minimum they face is house confinement. This is no lie. Up to 15 years in a state prison. Or fed prison, not state, excuse me. Big ass difference. How much you want to bet they won't serve no time? How much you want to bet on that? I bet y'all $100 motherfucking dollars right now. They're not going to serve time. How much you want to bet on that? I should have betted on this damn trial. They said it in the beginning of the trial that the main two aggressors who played it out, the max they'll face is home confinement or 15 years. You think they finna send police to jail? Hell, I keep telling y'all, look at Derek Chauvin ass. They learned from Derek Chauvin. They trying to get his ass out because he been shanked up so many damn times. No, it's not justice, and it never will be. You just basically solidified in this city that it's okay for MPD to fucking kill people even when they're fucking unarmed. I ain't going nowhere. I'm in the house. Besides, I am strapped. I'm gonna tell y'all that I'm gonna tell y'all this now. The ones who said they're tearing this shit up, they're not worried about homes, people's home. They're not. They're not finna fuck over the residents. They're finna fuck over these billion-dollar companies in this city. Walmart, Target, Ultra, all of that shit like that. That's what's finna get looted and raided. That. Residents, they're not gonna fuck with us. We're just innocent bystanders in this. But big businesses, oh, they finna tear that shit up. Mark my words. Who knows? But I will say these three have been hiding. You don't see them unless you go to court, come out of court, whatever. No, not yet. I'm pretty sure to see Paul Young ass hop up and say, the city, I know this is not what we would sit your punk ass down to. I'm sick of your ass too selling us out for fucking millions of dollars. I'm looking at the comments in the chat. They finna tear this city the fuck up. They finna tear this city the fuck up. And I ain't even mad at them. I'm not. I can't be mad at it. I can't. I can't be mad at them. Although they are using this as an opportunity to loot and steal, but I can't be mad at it. I can't. Because time and time and again have we seen where this shit happens and they get away with this shit. And it's okay. Like I said, them getting away with murder just solidified that it's okay for MPD to beat the shit out of you and kill you, even when you're unarmed. So don't be surprised tonight when y'all see news coming out of Memphis tomorrow that riots, looting, shit like that is happening. Understand that this city is hurt. Understand that half the residents is pissed. Understand that we're mad as hell at our court system and our fucked up ass justice system. Understand that it's nothing personal. It's just people are tired of this shit. Oh, I'm in the house. I'm not stupid. I know what's coming. I've been saying it. I've saw the writing on the wall. I saw that, just like I sat here and said this shit, I said they're not going to get convicted. Even though that video is damning as hell, they're not going to get convicted. In a way, I'm kind of vindicated, but I hate to be like that. I hate to be right about shit like that. I knew that's what they were going to do, though. I knew because 2 of them pled that the other 3 were going to get off scot-free. I knew it. I knew deals were made. I knew backdoor deals with the judge and all of this shit. Look, we can put on the show and we can do this, but y'all ain't going to get convicted. The other 2, though, since they already pled, they're going to take all the blame. That's pretty much what it was a show to appease the masses and then to piss people off. I hope it was worth it, Judge Jones. I hope you sleep at night. And to the jury, I hope y'all sleep at night knowing what you just did to this city. I'm finna go back to work. Because I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. And I don't even know why, because I knew it was going to happen. So, it's not the outcome we wanted, but I just pray for his mama. That's all I can do. The rest of this shit can be replaced. No, I don't care about, the buildings and shit like that. That shit can be replaced. But his mama, you can never replace a child. So, I'm getting the fuck off of here. I don't know. Maybe I'll be back this weekend. I need to get off here. So, I appreciate y'all hanging with me this week. To my mods, I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one because I can't do it right now. So, peace.